It's May now, April 2025 is over, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I consumed this month. If you saw my previous entry to this little mini series I'm doing about what I watched in March, you saw that I just really didn't watch anything, and I had to step it up this month. I always like starting off with movies, and I was able to see 43 this month, so pretty good. Nice solid chunk. Almost was at 50. I would have been really hyped if I would have hit 50, but it's okay, we still got plenty more. We got what, another 8 months left of the year. As always, feel free to check me out on Letterboxd. With the NBA playoffs going on, I had to watch a basketball movie, and I went with Coach Carter, which is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while, and I loved it. I thought this was such a great film. A lot of heart in this movie, great cast. Everyone really just kind of pulls it together, but Samuel L. Jackson, what a performance from him. I mean, this is just one that feels really special. You know, this is a little bit more serious, I guess you could say. You know, a lot of the stuff he's more known for, like franchise type of movies, you know, comedy, that type of stuff. But, you know, this one's a little bit more grounded, and he does great in it. So, Coach Carter, good stuff. The Kingsman movies are movies that I know people really enjoy too, and I finally got around to watching those as well this month. And the first one has to be my favorite. Just very cool, good spy kind of action thriller. Well, I guess not much of a thriller, but a lot of good, you know, pumping moments, some good sequences and all that for sure. I was very fortunate enough to take advantage of the 1 week where Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith came back to theaters for its 20th anniversary, and this was just super cool. You know, once again, this is my favorite Star Wars movie. This is also my very first movie that I ever saw in a movie theater. So this was really special. I was able to see it actually at the same theater that I had gone to way back then too. It's still around, so it's pretty hyped. It was a really cool, special moment. Of course, seeing the fight on Mustafar at the very end, you know, good stuff. Another standout from this month was High and Low. This one was just really good. This was really engaging the whole way, you know, from start to finish. You got some little ransom going on, you know, some crime, and it's just really cool. This is just really done nicely, and yeah, check it out. I mean, I don't want to say too much about how the plot is and everything. I feel like this is better, you know, to kind of watch Unravel, so check that one out too. But of course, the grand finale, the very last day of April, very last day that this movie was in IMAX, I finally got to see Sinners, and this I'm speechless. I don't know. This was just such a good movie. This was so good, and I'm still thinking about it. You know, it's been some time, and I still think that this is just such a great film. You know, from just how it's shot, how it's, you know, the acting, the colors, the music. You know, yeah, of course the soundtrack, but then also the original music that's in there. Just so well crafted, and I will always appreciate a movie that just knows what it's trying to do, does it well, and you know, they just do it. So shout out to Ryan Coogler for this one. As I said, I'm super happy I got to see it in IMAX. It was right before the IMAX theaters were going to be swapped to Thunderbolts, which I still haven't seen yet, but hopefully I do this month. 4 months into the year, and this is gonna be my movie of the year so far. I really just haven't seen anything that's came close to this. I mean, we still have 8 more months, as I said earlier, so we will see what else gets released, but Sinners, Ryan Coogler, great stuff. Now shifting gears over to music, I was able to listen to 2,268 minutes of tunes through Apple Music, which is just roughly 38 hours, so another month of, you know, some good stuff. Starting off with artists, Lou Phelps is gonna be our #1 listener of April. His album that he came out with, produced by Kate Trinata, was very, very nice. It was super nice. It was around the time when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I was feeling sick and all that, and you know, the weather was, you know, starting to feel nice and warm, and this just entered itself right into the rotation. You know, a bunch of other releases going on. I was like, you know, I gotta check it out. I enjoyed his feature on Kate Trinata's newest album last year, Timeless, so check that out too. But this album just, it really stuck to me. I don't know, I'm still listening to it too. I mean, I'm not listening to the full album altogether, but there's still a lot of standout songs from this, so we'll probably see that in the top songs too. Of course, we got The Alchemist once again. He's always gonna find his way into these little top 5s of the month. So we got him, Men I Trust, another one which I know is gonna be even more next month because of, you know, they dropped an album as well. New Shoes, this is literally only because of one song. I wouldn't be surprised if that one song is my #1 song, because I just like randomly discovered this one night, and it just stuck to me. You know how you just find a random song that just calls to you? That was that song, but you know, it'll come to it. And then we got Larry June rounding out our top 5. You know, Life is Beautiful, still is. Yep, there it is, Driftin' by New Shoes, 22 plays, #1 song. And yeah, this is just, as I said, it's one of those random songs that just I came across, and it was really good. And I feel like it kind of has that nice kind of beach vibe in a way, but it's, you know, it's like that 80s pop, and I don't know, it's cool. As you can tell, I'm excited for the summer. I will always appreciate some of those kind of like nice warm sounds, so good stuff. And then we got 3 songs from Lou Phelps, Under My Skin at #2, For My Children, What Now. This is probably gonna be my top 3 from the album. Very good stuff. And then Florida Boys remix with Wiz Khalifa, Lil Tyler. Hopefully I said his name right. I'm actually not really, I'm not as tapped in with him, but good stuff, good song. And then now for albums, Lou Phelps, as I said, I'm not surprised, number 1. More Chaos, Ken Carson, this is just gonna be from a listen through, as well as for that Boldy James album, I don't have any songs that stuck out to me from that. Ken Carson album was solid, not really revisiting a lot, but you know, it was cool to listen to, especially after Playboi Carti's release a while back. And then that album from New Shoes, once again, the fact that it got all 5 just from this singular song. It's literally just this one song that I've been listening to, and it made it, so that's pretty cool. And we actually got another milestone for this month, and we reached 10,000 minutes of music listened to so far this year. So that's pretty cool. It was on April 24th, so not too bad, not too bad. In terms of TV, I've been super hooked on The Studio, the Apple TV show starring Seth Rogen. This is just what I like. You know, I don't watch many TV shows like I used to. I mean, I still keep up with some stuff, you know, here and there. I also watch, you know, old classics if it's something, you know, I haven't gone around to seeing. But movies will always be a little bit more of a priority for me. But this is just, you know, it's just all about being in like a movie studio. It's literally like worlds colliding in a show. Just great delivery, great. Just I don't know. I could ramble about the show. Maybe I'll make a video dedicated to this eventually. I probably won't. Honestly, I probably won't. But this is just a show that has really just been super enjoyable week to week. And I love having a good week-to-week show. You know, it's a little underrated of a feeling, having something that's like actually live and then joining on the discourse, but like when it's actually a good show too, like you're not just watching it to talk with other people about, it's like something because you actually want to watch it and enjoy it. That's what they did right here. And lastly, of course, I have to talk about basketball. The Lakers did get eliminated on the last day of the month. So yeah, it's not gonna happen this year. But yeah, so that's what I consumed this month, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys consumed anything cool, let me know, and we'll see what I consume next month.